Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Cheer the God. Another ASMR review of Lookism because it's late as fuck. First of all, I just gotta say, subscribe. I don't know what you're waiting for. Come on. 3, 2, okay, good, good, good. We're trying to hit that 600, baby. You already know you're gonna like this video. If you fuck with Lookism, that is that's that's the only caveat. You gotta fuck with Lookism in order to like this review because it's a Lookism review. Okay. So this was an interesting chapter. So obviously last chapter ended with Jake and Samuel Saw about to get at it. Now there was also some other gangs. I thought all those gangs were ran by Samuel Saw, but it turns out no, they pulled up to defend their own. I don't know, maybe they're all trying to take over that street or some shit. I'm not 100% sure, but they all pulled up and Samuel Saw, he don't give a fuck. But before he even had a chance, Jason Yoon, that's one of Jake's new cronies, and Bradley. The two of them started chopping everybody. Now I didn't know Jason Yu was a Taekwondo master, but he was chopping dudes. Bradley was just tearing it up. He wasn't even much effort at all. You know what I'm saying? He just chopped they just both started chopping people, but they were getting hurt, but they built different. You know what I'm saying? And it was actually hilarious because they were like, yo, hey, it's like Jake knew and predicted this because he brought his dad along, and I just couldn't stop laughing because, well, we know that's not his dad, that's just Jerry. So it was pretty funny. Jerry Quan is so big and so fucking bald and shit with his fucking girly ass bike. He pulled up and the guys thought that gotta be Jake's dad. He's like, nah, I'm the same age as yo guys. I'm 15. They were like, what the fuck? What are they feeding this boy Jerry? What in the fuck are they feeding this guy? This guy built like a whole hog. He built like a fucking truck. We're talking about 15. Golly, he's like those American kids I see on the internet, bro. These new gene American basketball players, bro. They built different, bro. They be in like 6th grade and they're like 6'2", 200 pounds. I'm like, bitch, how? What? What are they feeding? What's in the water, bro? I feel like the best way to get away with drugs in the Olympics now is to just build them different from the jump. Shit is crazy, bro. And now basically, we know Jerry's a nice dude, and like these guys pull up, and these guys are like, wait, they didn't tell us he was this strong, so maybe Big Deal sent him. At least that's what I was thinking. Until Big Deal started whooping, I suppose Big Deal did send him, but I suppose Samuel doesn't give a fuck because he started whooping people's ass anyway. But or I could be tripping. Actually, I am tripping. So yeah, those groups who came from Big Deal. Big Deal sent all that group to beat up Jake and his crew, or maybe just to get rid of his crew. Then Samuel Saw and Jake were at it. They were just. I didn't even know Jake already had tattoos at the time, but he was tatted. They were just punching the brakes out of each other, and and obviously Jake was using a knuckle duster, but. So Samuel was using a knuckle duster, and Jake was like, yo, like, why are you using a knuckle duster? He's like, well, you can have my other one. Smacked him, dapped him up with the other one, and threw one on the floor and dapped him up with the other one because he likes fighting with weapons. While Jake, we learn a little bit more on his take about his father being a gangster, and how Jake hates it, but Samuel so endears it. He loves it. He thrives off it. He glorifies it. He, you know what I'm saying, and he wants to be that. Jake has been trying to avoid that, and I suppose it makes sense why somebody like Gunn would fuck with somebody like Jake, and not somebody like Samuel, because Jake is very controlled, very centered. He still had a soft spot for Eli Jean, but that's probably because he felt like he could change Eli. You know what I'm saying? Eli had something to fight for other than himself type shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I feel like people like Samuel Saw are just loose cannons that will do anything to anybody type shit. And I think that's the difference. I think Gunn likes people that want to take care of others. And Eli wanted to take care of his hostile family when he met him. So I think it made sense for Gunn to go after him and not someone like Samuel. And also for Gunn to go for Jake and not someone like Samuel. And again, Samuel's like, this is why I love fighting. And they busting each other up. And it's crazy because despite Samuel so using the knuckle duster, Jake is taking it fine. And I'm like, wasn't he supposed to lose to him? But the fight ain't seeming to go exactly as Samuel So said it. Maybe it didn't go as he went, as he said it. Like, because, I don't know, it looked pretty fucking even to me. And the two of them were just massacring each other like it's nothing. And even some of his crew were like, Samuel So might lose. This guy's going toe to toe with him and dealing with him well. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how is he built like these? Like, what? I never even knew there was another kid built like Samuel So. Like, this motherfucker's crazy. And then we learned from Jerry talking to what's his name, talking to Yoon. You know what I'm saying? The Taekwondo dude basically is talking to him, and he's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because he's like, yo, let's toss Jake a bat, and Jerry's like, nah, Jake don't do weapons because of his dad, and he doesn't like that dirty shit. He doesn't like none of that shit. So maybe some of your theories about them being brothers make sense, because they kind of look the same, bro. They got the same type of physique, but they would have to be twins because they're same age, right? So that's interesting. So the one hates the father, the other loves the father, and they continue fighting and assaulting each other until another gangster group pulls up. And they pull up, and the older, you know what I'm saying, adults suited up. They're kind of like Mr. Kim's crew, you know, the ugly, weird, fucking, what's his name? Tom's crew. Like, of, you know, the way they suited up and the adults and shit. So they pull up, and they all the kids scatter, man. They're afraid. They get the fuck out of there. And then they're like, wait, why aren't those guys flinching? Everybody ran and scared because of adults, but Jake and Samuel are just still fighting and not giving a fuck. So they try to grab them, and they just get posted with one hit. And then one of them is like, you little shits. And he's about to go nuts, but his fists get blocked. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody, you know, Big Jerry pulls up, and he's like, yo, Big Brother Jake is in the middle of a conversation. Respect that shit, boy. And your man is like, he's not even scared. He's like, I like conversations too. So he takes out a knife, and then the boss pulls up, Robert, and this big bally dude, he pulls up, and he's like, he's looking for big deal, and he didn't realize. So he's like, yo, put these knives away. These are just kids, blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, wait a minute, who, let me ask you something. Who the hell are you guys? And then they all say in unison, despite them not being together, they all just say big deal. They don't want to get looked down on. And obviously if they split up, and these guys attack them, chances are they're going to lose, because they're not only going to have to fight each other, but also going to have to fight them. So they just said, fuck it, we're together. And then the boss, Robert, he's like, take out your knives again, man. We're going to kill these kids. So things escalated rather quickly from knuckle dusters to knives. Okay, Lookism, okay, relax. But this still be typical Lookism at this stage, right? But yeah, the chapter was kind of interesting. You know, it was an action-packed chapter. I suppose we just saw again another sign how much Jerry respects Jake, and you know, and so does Bradley and Yoon, you know what I'm saying, and how much Big Chubby used to love Samuel So. He was getting his ass whooped. He was willing to get his ass whooped in front of everybody. And look, even when they took out the knives, he's standing in front of Samuel So, hands ready, out, ready to protect him by any means. So it's interesting how the dynamics and relationship changed over time because of how he got rich, and then brought Samuel So up into, you know, the high tier world, which got him recognized by Goo. So yeah, what you guys think? Friendships, huh? It's been your boy Supreme Chair to God. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's have these conversations. I'm out.